गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवर धारी। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी। राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवर धारी। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी। तीरवनचारी कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी। राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी। तीरवनचारी कुंज विहारी। जय राधा वृंदावन चंद्र राधा वृंदावन चंद्र राधे। जय वृंदावन धाम वृंदावन धाम वृंदावन धाम। जय वृंदावन धाम। जय निताई गौरांगो निताई गौरांगो निताई गौरंग। जय निताई गौरंग। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद। नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल।
विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजगाचार्य स्तोत्र शतश्री श्रीमद कृष्ण कृपा श्री मूर्ति अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की श्री श्री निताय गौरांग जी की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद भागवतम की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Creation, Chapter 2, Divinity and Divine Service, text number 23. Sattvam rajastamagiti prakriteir gunastair. Sattvam rajastama iti prakriteir gunastair. युक्तः परः पुरुष एक इहास्य धत्ते। युक्तः परः पुरुष एक इहास्य धत्ते। स्थित्यादये हरिविरिञ्चि हरेति संज्ञाः। स्थित्यादये हरिविरिञ्चि हरेति संज्ञाः। श्रेयांसि तत्र खलु सत्त्वतनोर्दृणां स्युः। श्रेयांसि तत्र खलु सत्त्वतनोर्दृणां स्युः। हरेति संज्ञा श्रेयांसि तत्र खलु सत्त्वतनोर्दृणां स्युः। सत्त्वं रजस्तमगिति प्रकृतेर्गुणास्तैर्। युक्तः परः पुरुष एक इहास्य धत्ते। हरेति संज्ञा तत्र खलु सत्त्वतनोर्दृणां स्युः। और कोई? सत्वम goodness, रजः passion, tamaha the darkness of ignorance, iti thus prakritehe of the material nature, gunaha qualities, taihi by them, yuktaha associated with, Paraha, transcendental. Purushaha, the personality. Ekaha, one. Iha asya, of this material world. Dhatte, accepts. Sthiti adaye, for the matter of creation, maintenance and destruction, etc. Hari, Vishnu, the personality of Godhead. Virinchi, Brahma. Hara, Lord Shiva. Iti, thus. Samjnaha, different features. Shreyamsi, ultimate benefit. Tatra, therein. Khalu, of course. Sattva, goodness. Tanoho, form. Nranam, of the human being. Syuhu, derived. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. The transcendental personality of Godhead is indirectly associated with the three modes of material nature, namely passion, goodness and ignorance. And just for the material world's creation, maintenance and destruction, He accepts the three qualitative forms of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. Of these three, all human beings can derive ultimate benefit from Vishnu. Of these three, all human beings can derive ultimate benefit from Vishnu, the form of the quality of goodness. Can you repeat the translation? The transcendental personality of Godhead is indirectly associated with the three modes of material nature, namely passion, goodness, and ignorance. And just for the material world's creation, maintenance, and destruction, He accepts the three qualitative forms of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Of these three, all human beings can derive ultimate benefit from Vishnu, the form of the quality of goodness. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. That Lord Krishna by His plenary parts should be rendered devotional service, as explained above, is confirmed by this statement. Lord Sri Krishna and all His plenary parts are Vishnu Tattva, or the Lordship of Godhead. From Sri Krishna, the next manifestation is Baladeva. From Baladeva is Sankarshana. From Sankarshana is Narayana. From Narayana there is second Sankarshana. And from this Sankarshana, the Vishnu Purushavataras, the Vishnu, or the deity of quality of goodness in the material world, is a Purushavatara known as Kshirodakshai Vishnu or Paramatma. Brahma is a deity of Rajas, passion, and Shiva of ignorance. They are the three departmental heads of the three qualities of this material world. Creation is made possible by the goodness of Vishnu, and when it is required to be destroyed, Lord Shiva does it by Tandava Nritya. The materialists and the foolish human beings worship Brahma and Shiva respectively. But the pure transcendentalists worship the form of goodness, Vishnu, in his various forms. Vishnu is manifested by his millions and billions of integrated forms and separated forms. The integrated forms are called Godhead, and the separated forms are called the living entities or the jivas. Both the Jivas and Godhead have their original spiritual form. Jivas are sometimes subjected to the control of material energy, but the Vishnu forms are always controllers of this energy. When Vishnu, the personality of Godhead, appears in the material world, he comes to deliver the conditioned living beings who are under the material energy. Such living beings appear in the material world with intentions of being lords, and thus they become entrapped by the three modes of nature. And as such, the living entities have to change their material coverings for undergoing different terms of imprisonment. The prison house of material world the prison house of the material world is created by Brahma under the instruction of the personality of Godhead. And at the conclusion of a kalpa, the whole thing is destroyed by Shiva. But as far as maintenance of the prison house is concerned, it is done by Vishnu. As much as the state prison house is maintained by the state. Anyone, therefore, who wishes to get out of this prison house of the material existence, which is full of miseries like repetition of birth, death, disease, and old age, must please Lord Vishnu for such liberation. Lord Vishnu is worshipped by devotional service only. And if anyone has to continue prison life in the material world, he may ask for relative facilities for temporary relief from the different demigods like Shiva, Brahma, Indra, and Varuna. No demigod, however, can release the imprisoned living beings from the conditioned life of material existence. This can be done only by Vishnu. Therefore, the ultimate benefit may be derived from Vishnu, the personality of Godhead. That's the Bhakti Vedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam panghum langhayate girim yatkripadamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Shri Chaitanyamishwaram Paramanandamadhavam Yontah pravishya mama vacha bimam prasuptam sanjeevayathyakhila shaktidhara sadhamna anyam sahastacharana shravanatvagadin pranannamo bhagavate purushaya tubhyam. Hare Krishna. Divinity and Divine Service, second chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam. So in this chapter, so far we have seen, in the beginning of this chapter we saw how Srila Suta Goswami answers the questions by the sages of Naimisharanya. In the beginning. So, from the first sloka to the seventh sloka, Suta Goswami answers the first two questions asked by the sages of Naimisharanya. Then he establishes that the ultimate purpose of dharma is to attain bhakti. Bhakti is the sole purpose of dharmacharan. And then from 16th sloka to the 22nd sloka, he explains the different stages of progress in bhakti, starting from shraddha, and culminating in prema. And therefore in the 22nd shloka, he concluded that because the ultimate purpose of dharma is bhakti, and by performing that bhakti, the greatest benefit can come, which is complete satisfaction, prasannata, and perfection. Great sages from time immemorial performed bhakti to Bhagavan Vasudeva. Great sages, rishis, personalities, great personalities, exclusively performed pure devotional service to Bhagavan Vasudeva, because that bhakti, that Vasudeva bhakti or Krishna bhakti, can award all perfections to the performers of that bhakti. So after stating this conclusive statement, now from the 23rd shloka onwards, today's shloka is 23rd shloka, 23rd shloka up to the 29th shloka, Srila Suta Goswami explains who is the subject matter of this bhakti. Earlier it is already said that Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayat Yashivayaragyam Jnanam Chayata Hetukam. Bhagavan Vasudeva's bhakti has to be performed. Some people may get a doubt that why only Bhagavan Vasudev? We have so many deities, we have so many personalities. So why not bhakti for them? Can give the same result. Ultimately everything is one. Why only Vasudeva bhakti? Is there some difference between Vasudeva and other deities? Why this kind of a statement? Why it looks like an exclusive statement, not inclusive? Sanatan Dharma inclusive hona chahiye. Sanatan Dharma should be secular. It should be all-inclusive. Why this exclusivism? Why other deities cannot give liberation? Why only Vasudeva can give liberation? This doubt may come. So in order to remove such doubt from the minds of rishis, not only ordinary human beings, the students of Suta Goswami are the 84,000 rishis who gathered in Naimisharanya forest. They are rishis. Rishis means Rishi Darshane. Those who have seen the past, present and future, they are called rishis. Rishi, the word rishi in Sanskrit means Rishi Darshane. Darshan, jinko darshan hua hai, wo rishi hai. Those who have got darshan of the self and the super self are called rishis. Those who have got darshan of past, present, future, beyond the normal human limitation, are called rishis. They are not ordinary people. So 84,000 rishis are the students of whom? Suta Goswami. So they may get, even such people may get doubt that why only Vasudeva? Why only Krishna? Why not Lord Shiva? Why not Lord Brahma? Why not Lord Ganesha? Why not Mata Bhagavati? Why not somebody else? Why only exclusivism? Why this narrow-mindedness? Why can't you people be broad? Why can't you people be secular? Because ultimately Indian mind DNA ke andar hai secularism. So in order to remove this doubt, now from the 23rd shloka up to the 29th shloka, Srila Suta Goswami is going to explain why only Vasudeva, why only Vishnu Bhakti can give you this ultimate benefit. Why not other Bhakti or why not other Upasanas? That is explained. So in the beginning he says here, Sattvan Rajastama iti Prakriter Gunas Traihi. Prakriti has got three gunas, material nature. Prakriti has got three subdivisions or subdivision energy forms. Sattvam, Rajaha, Tamaha. Sattvam, Rajas, Tama iti Prakritehe Gunaha Traihi. Yuktaha Para Purusha Eka Ihasya Dhatte. And all these three modes of material nature or three gunas are possessed by, owned by one Parama Purusha, Yukta Parapurusha Eka. Eka Parama Purusha. Eka means one. One Parama Purusha Yuktaha owns these three modes of material nature. He is the controller, owner of this material nature. One person. It is not that there are different people who are owning these energies, who are the owners of these three gunas. No, the owner of the three gunas is one person. Purusha Eka Ihasya. Iha means in this material world. There are no trigunas in the spiritual world. Trigunas exist in the material world. Ihaloka, not paraloka. So in this Ihaloka, the trigunas are there. Satoguna, Rajoguna, Thamoguna, and they are possessed by one Parama Purusha, Dhatte, and that Parama Purusha accepts. Dhatte means to accept. Dharan Karna. He takes the form of three. Sthityadaye, for the purpose of Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, Adi. There are 8 functions of Parabrahman which are mentioned in Vedanta Sutra. Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, Niyamana, Jnana, Ajnana, Bandha, Moksha. That is called Janmadi. Ya Srishtyadi, ya Sthityadi. 8 items are there. So these, for the performance of these 8 items, or in short, at least the 3 functions of creation, maintenance and destruction. For that purpose, that one Eka Parama Purusha, Parapurusha Eka Dhatte Hari Virinchi Hara Iti Samjna. That one Parama Purusha takes 3 forms. Which are the 3 forms? Which are the 3 forms? Hari, Virinchi, Hara. Virinchi means Brahma. Hara means Shiva. Hari means Krishna, Vishnu. One Parama Purusha takes 3 forms: Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Sir, Prabhuji, we are also saying the same thing. Everything is one. There is no difference between Brahma, Shiva and Vishnu. The same thing is told here, looks like. Eka Param Purusha Dhatte Sthityadaye Hari Virinchi Hara iti Sampnya. One Parama Purusha, we don't know who that is, or whatever, Purusha, he takes 3 forms. Hari, Virinchi, Hara iti Sampnya. Shreyamsi tatra khalu sattva tanordranamsu. But if you want ultimate Shreyas, you should do the Upasana, the Bhakti of Sattvatanu, not the Rajatanu or Tamatanu, Sattvatanu. Among the 3, there is one person who is Sattvatanu, and that Sattvatanu should be taken shelter for obtaining Shreyas. Shreyas means? Shreyas. Higher cause or highest cause? For the highest purpose, Shreya. Prayers is higher. Good money, health, name, fame, life span, all higher. Highest is bhakti. We have four purusharthas. Which are the 4 purusharthas? Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. And there is a Panchama Purushartha which is Bhakti or Prema. This Panchama Purushartha is a secret revealed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Otherwise, generally people think only 4 Purusharthas. Purusharthas means purposes of human life. Purusha Arthas, the purposes of human life. 4, generally 4 and specially 5. Which are the 4 general items? Dharma, Artha, Kama, and 4th item is Moksha. And more above Moksha is Prema or Bhakti. So, prayers means Dharma, Artha, Kama. These 3 items are called prayers. Moksha is Shreyas and Bhakti is Param Shreyas. So the subject matter here is Shreyamsi tatra khalu sattva tanordranamsyu, because the sages of Naimisharanya, they requested Suta Goswami, whatever is Shreyaskara for us, you give us that. Whatever we need for our shreyas, we want that thing. We are not interested in prayers. Very beginning itself, in the beginning of the previous chapter itself, it was the Shaunaka Rishis specifically asked, what is the ultimate thing which can give ultimate benefit for humanity in large, humanity in general. So the purpose of Suta Goswami is to give or answer the request or question or prayer of Shaunaka Rishis. Shaunaka Rishis didn't ask for prayers. Shaunaka Rishis asked for Shreyas. Therefore he is saying, Shreyam Sru, if you want Shreyas, if you are interested in Shreyas, if you want prayers, I can give you the solution for prayers. But because specifically you asked for Shreyas, I am giving you the solution for Shreyas, that is Shreyamsi Tatra Khalu Sattvatanor Nrinamsi. Among the three forms, you have to take shelter of Sattvatanu. Clear? Fine. But still a doubt comes. Because in the previous two lines, a very confusing statement is made. Apparently confusing for many people. Why I am saying this? Because I have heard people using the same shloka to prove that Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva are all same. Because if you read the shloka, Samanya grammatical knowledge, if you see, Yuktaha Parapurusha Eka Ihasya Dhatte Sityade Hari Virinchi Hareti Samjna. For the purpose of Sthityadi, Srishti Sthiti Laya, etc., Prabhupada says Srishti Sthiti Laya, creation, maintenance, destruction, etc. etc. means the 8 items are there. So Sthityadi, for the purpose of doing these 8 activities in the material world, one Purusha takes 3 forms. So sab ek ho gaya. If one person is taking the 3 forms, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, that means all are one. Then why Srila Prabhupada, why the Hare Krishna people, why Vaishnavas are so much segregating, why they are so much differentiating between Shiva, Brahma and Vishnu? This is not good. This is fanaticism. This is exclusivism. This is narrow-mindedness. Be broad-minded. See Sanatana Dharma in its entirety. Look at Adi Shankaracharya. What he did, he established the Shanmatas. 6 religions. You perform any of the 6 upasanas, you will attain the same objective, same this thing. Vishnu, Shiva, Ganesha, Bhagavati, Surya and Skanda. Any 6 deities, this is called Shanmata. This is what Shankaracharya preached in general for people to follow across India. Shanmata. Shankaracharya is called Shanmata Acharya, Shanmata Sthapaka Acharya. Shan yani ki 6. Shanmata. 6 matas are okay, approved. Be like that. Be inclusive. Be big, big-hearted. Why you people? Clearly, Bhagavatam is saying, Eka Purusha took 3 forms. Why? Then this discrimination. So Prabhupada says here in the purport, that Lord Sri Krishna by his plenary parts should be rendered devotional service as explained above, is confirmed by this statement. It's little difficult for us to understand this. In the previous slokas, just the previous sloka, I think 22nd sloka, today's sloka is 23rd sloka. In the 22nd sloka itself, Suta Goswami gave a conclusive statement, Ato vai kavyo nityam bhaktim paramaya muda vasudeve bhagavati kurvanti atma prasadanim. Certainly, therefore, since time immemorial, all the transcendentalists have been rendering devotional service to Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead. There it is not said, sab ek hai. Exclusively, Vasudeva Bhagavati Kurvanti Atma Prasadanim, because of such devotional service, is enlivening to the self. It gives Atma Prasannata, complete satisfaction, it enlivens the self, because of which all the great sages from time immemorial are performing Vasudeva Bhakti. So because of in the context of the previous verse, we have to see this verse. What these other people do, Avaishnavas do is, they cut and paste and give exclusive misinterpretation to that particular cut and paste statement and pass a resolution, pass a conclusion, as a siddhanta. For example, Tattvamasi.
Uddalak Rishi Bechare, he said 9 times Tattvamasi to his son. Tattvamasi Shvetaketu, Tattvamasi Shvetaketu. In which context, who told whom, for what purpose, they will not see. They will only cut that Tattvamasi, take it out, paste in their book and give an interpretation. Tattvamasi means I am that. No, there are other meanings because Sanskrit language, the nature of Sanskrit language is etymological. Etymological. It is words of Sanskrit language are not limited to one meaning. Each Sanskrit word can have multiple meanings according to context. So, without context, text cannot be interpreted in Sanskrit. In English, you can do that. But in Sanskrit, when it comes to Sanskrita Bhasha, you cannot interpret a text by disconnecting it from context. Context and text, two things are there, right? Context means background. By disconnecting this particular text from the background, if you interpret that text, you will get totally wrong meanings. Because then your interpretation is based on your kapola kalpita arguments. Your khopadi ke andar se jo aaya wohi hai. So the context is what? Context is set in the previous verses very clearly. Okay. Even if you, for the sake of argument, exclusively this sloka you take, Jiva Goswami, in his Paramatma Sandarbha, in 2 chapters, 2 anuchedas, exclusively discusses this sloka. Because this sloka is such a misinterpreted sloka. Why Jiva Goswami dedicates 2 chapters in Paramatma Sandarbha to explain this particular shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam, because this particular shloka is misutilized by Avaishnavas to prove that all are one. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, all are one. So he gives evidence after evidence after evidence why all are not one. There is something called taratamya. He uses the word taratamya. Before coming to that, I'll just narrate a story which is mentioned in Harivamsha. This Harivamsha is a text which Prabhupada often quotes in his books. And Sri Sanatana Goswami considers Harivamsha is one among the 5 most important confidential literatures which reveals Krishna Tattva. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Brahmavaivarta Purana, Harivamsha, and Gopalatapani Upanishad are considered to be confidential Vedic literatures which reveal confidential aspects of Lord Sri Krishna Tattva by Sanatana Goswami. So Harivamsha is an important text for us. Harivamsha is an anucheda to Sri Mahabharata. Anucheda means an appendix, or what do you say for that? A continuation for Mahabharata by Vedavyasa himself. Harivamsha is written by Vedavyasa himself, Vyasadeva himself. There are certain things which in Mahabharata apparently looks like confusing or contradictory. So to explain those things which were mentioned in Mahabharata, which looks like apparently not completely explained there, he again wrote Harivamsha to further elaborate those things. So many things which are not there in Mahabharata, you can see in Harivamsha. Even things which are not, the details of pastimes which are not there in Srimad Bhagavatam, you can see in Harivamsha. That doesn't mean that Harivamsha is important than Bhagavatam. No, some details are there. Bhagavatam is a supreme literature, but certain details are there which are summarizedly presented in Mahabharata and Bhagavatam, elaborated in Harivamsha. So this Harivamsha, there is a particular chapter called Kailasa Yatra of Krishna. Krishna's Kailasa Yatra. This is very dear to Avaishnavas, this chapter. Krishna and Rukmini married. And after so many years also, they don't have children. Krishna and Rukmini are not having children. Then Durvasa Maharshi advises Krishna. If you go to Dwaraka, we see Durvasa Ashram there. That island is there, no, Panchakoop. 5 wells. Next to that, Durvasa's cave. Durvasa Rishi stayed in the entire narration of Durvasa's stay in Dwaraka, his interaction with Krishna, Rukmini, and all that. So Durvasa Rishi, when he was staying in Dwaraka, he advised Lord Krishna, you don't have kids, right? If you want immediate result, go to Kailasa and please Lord Shiva. So then Bechare Krishna goes with Rukmani to Kailasa through Badrinath. Okay, he travels from Dwaraka, Delhi, then Meerut, Hastinapura, Haridwar, Rishikesh, Badri, and from there he will go to Tibet, Kailash. That is a route. It is an ancient route. Many sages have traveled like that. That is a route. So Krishna and Rukmani are going. So when he reaches Badri, there are hundreds and thousands of rishis sitting in Badrinath. They all paid dandavats. All devatas are seeing, because devatas became very excited. Oh, Krishna is going to meet Shiva in Kailasa. What will happen? Very excited. What will happen? So many people have doubts. Who is supreme? Some people are saying Shiva is supreme because he is Mahadev. Devoka Dev, Mahadev. Parameshwar, Ishwar, and Krishna. Some people say, no, Narayana is supreme. So all these doubts will be cleared. Krishna is going to meet Shiva. So all the Shaivites are happy. Oh, you see, Krishna didn't have children. For getting children, he was made to take shelter of Lord Shiva. So Shiva is supreme. So Vaishnavas say, no, wait and see. So this is excited, and they're all witnessing, and devatas are watching all these things from their heavenly planets, and rishis are excited. So the Lord went there in Badrinath. He meets the rishis. They ask so many questions. They prayed to the Lord. The Lord answers their questions and blesses them with bhakti, shelter, everything. That time, suddenly from Kailasa side, from the northern side of Badri, suddenly there's a screaming and yelling and blowing of horns and attahasa of rakshasas, pishachas and all that. So Krishna looked, what is happening? Who is coming? So some people are coming. And the leader of that group is a pishacha called Ghantakarna. If you go to Badri, even now, there is a small temple, a shrine of Ghantakarna Pishachi there. So they say before taking darshan of Badrinath, the guard, the security guard of Badrinath is Ghantakarna. So you have to see him and then go to Badrinath. It is there only I have not gone, I have heard this. I have seen the deity also in Google. So Ghantakarna Pishachi. This Ghantakarna Pishachi is coming. How is he looking? Body full of blood. He is having a dead human corpse in his hand, half eaten, and he is dragging that dead human corpse with him. Dead body of a human being, which is lynched, full in blood, he is dragging. And in his mouth also full of blood and flesh is there. Screaming, yelling, and behind him so many followers of him. He is the leader of the Pishachas, and behind him so many others are also following. All are like this, Pishachas. Pishacha means cannibals. They are like Rakshasa, a variety of Rakshasa or Asuras. They eat human beings. And they relish that. They go, that is a Pishacha Yoni. It's one among the 84 lakh species. So he is a Pishacha, Ghantakarna. Why he is called Ghantakarna? Again, that name indicates something. Ghanta means bell. Karna means ear. He hangs 2 bells on his 2 ears. Why he hanged bells on his ears? Everybody hangs kundalas on their ears. Those days, people used. Now Matajis will have. Men are not having. Those days, everybody had. So, kundalas. But he is having 2 ghantas on his ears. Why? Because of his Shivanishtha. Shivanishtha means exclusive devotion to Lord Shiva. He is a Shiva Bhakta. Ghantakarna is a Shiva Bhakta. That way most of the Asuras, the demons, the Daityas, Rakshasas, Pishachas, they are all Shiva Bhaktas. Because Shiva is Bhutanatha. So he is very merciful. So he delivers especially the Jivas in Tamoguna out of his extreme compassion. The Tamasic Jivas take shelter of Lord Shiva. So he is a Shiva devotee. Because of his Shivanishtha, he don't want to hear the name of Lord Vishnu. So, if at all, when he is traveling, he is going somewhere, some ISKCON fellow, some Hare Krishna fellow, chants Hare Krishna, Sriman Narayana, Govinda, Jai Jai Govinda Hari, Gopal Hari, immediately he will shake his head and these bells will ring, such that Narayana name should not enter his ears. This is Shivanishtha. Similar Shivanishtha Jarasandha also had. He also did something like this. That's in Mahabharata. So, that much Shivanishtha. Narayana, Krishna's name should not enter my ears, because if it enters my ears, it will pollute me. It will pollute me. I lived in a place called Ballari in Karnataka, central Karnataka, for 5 years. So there a lot of Veera Shaivas are there. There's a very hardcore Shaivite sect. So many Veera Shaivas used to work in our Akshay Patra, our employees. They all became Hare Krishna later on, because actually they are all vegetarians and very sattvic people. So very easy to make them devotees. So many of them became devotees. Even now they are chanting and all that. So one such Veera Shaiva was telling me, Prabhuji, you people are Vaishnavas, right? Yeah, we are Vaishnavas. In our village, no, Vaishnavas are regarded as the worst people, untouchable. Our Guru says that when you see I was shocked. Our Guru says that when you see a Vaishnava, you should spit on one corner, just like Muslims spit when they see kafirs. I have seen that when we go in this dress, no, sometimes they will not do directly on our face. They will just come to the side. When they see us, when they come to the side, and they will spit. So similarly, there is a practice there. That is Shivanishtha. In Hubli, Veerashaiva Matha, during the beginning days of ISKCON, during Prabhupada's time, 73 or 74, some foreign devotees went to Hubli. Okay, that time there is no ISKCON, nothing there. Okay? And in Hubli, there was only one Veerashaiva Matha. So in Veerashaiva Matha, they had sattvic food. No onion, no garlic, pure vegetarian. So these ISKCON devotees went and stayed there. It is a clean place. So the sannyasi in that matha gave them shelter. Okay, people can stay here. And they stayed few days. They did kirtan. Of course, ISKCON devotees, mean Prabhupada disciples, they'll do kirtan, japa, everything. Dhamaka they did. And they went. The head of the congregation of Veerashaivas in Hubli filed a court case against the Mathadipati, against the sannyasi. How can you allow Vaishnavas inside our matha? The entire matha got impure. It is contaminated because of you. They did this Hare Krishna Kirtan there. Everything is polluted now. Court case happened. I'm not joking. It's a real incident. If you go to the court records there, you will see this case. 1973, Hubli. This is Shivanishtha. So this Ghantakarna is also such a very staunch Shivanishtha, Shiva devotee. 2 ghantas on his ears. The moment you hear somebody chants Narayana, he will shake his head, so that Narayana, Krishna's name, should not enter his ears. So that kind of Shivanishtha. And his main enjoyment was on the days of Ekadashi, today is Ekadashi, he will go and he will eat at least one Rishi. One Vaishnava he will eat. So that he is satisfied. Ek Vaishnava ko kha liya aaj. So like that he had eaten so many devotees, so many Rishis. So many years he lived like that. But after so many years of man-eating, cannibalism, Vaishnava Dvesha, everything, he felt, time is up. Now I have to endeavor for liberation. Because all these rishis I am seeing, they are always doing meditation, japa, bhakti, everything for liberation. I should also attain liberation. So for liberation, he goes to do tapasya in Kailasa. He goes to Evam Kailasa Nilayaha. Harivamsha says this. So very clearly, very nicely, this Ghantakarna, he goes to Kailasa. He's narrating this entire thing to Krishna. He comes to Krishna. Krishna asks, who are you? Why you are like this, full of blood, and why you are dragging this dead human body, human corpse along with you? So then he introduces himself. Who am I? From where am I? My history? Yes, sir. So he says, Ghantakarna is Narayana is Garuda Dhwaja. Lord Shiva is Vrishabha Dhwaja. The Vahana of Lord Shiva is Vrishabha. Vrishabha means bull, Nandi. So Lord Shiva's another name is Vrishabhadhvaja. So Aham Kailasa Nilayam Asadhya Vrishabhadhvajam Aradhyatam Mahadevam Astuvam Satatam Shivam. I worshipped Mahadeva, who is always Shiva, who is always auspicious to his devotees, for the purpose of liberation. Why I worshipped Lord Shiva? I wanted liberation. I did all nonsense, whatever I wanted in my life. I have eaten so many human beings, I have killed so many Vaishnavas, satisfied myself so much, enjoyed my life nicely, drank the blood of so many people. You know, Dracula. He's a Dracula actually. What is that called? Vampire. Yeah, exactly. English equivalent for Pishacha is vampire. So, Tataprasanno mamaha Vrishnishveti varam haraha Vrinishveti varam haraha Tato muktir maya tatra prarthita devasannidhau Tataprasanno mamaha Vrinishvei varam hara. So, because of my tapasya, Lord Shiva became prasanna and he asked me, my child, what blessing you want? What vara, what boon you want? Tato muktirmaya tatra prarthita devasannidhau. Tato muktirmaya. My dear Lord Shiva, Shankara, Shambho, please give me mukti. Tato muktirmaya tatra prarthita devasannidhau. In the Sannidhana, in the Deva Sannidhi of Lord Mahadeva, Shiva, I requested, I prayed for mukti. But now comes the shock. The reply of Lord Shiva. What Lord Shiva replied? Muktim prarthayamanam mam. You are asking me mukti. You are praying me for mukti. Muktim prarthayamanam mam. Punaraha trilochana. Trilochana is? Trilochana. Agni, Surya, Soma. Three eyes of Lord Shiva. Agni Surya Nala, Surya Soma Analalochana. Lord Shiva's another name is Surya Soma Analalochana. Sun, moon and Agni are the three eyes of Shiva. Sun, moon, and this eye is Agni. If you see in our body, maximum temperature is on the forehead. So Lord Shiva's Agni Netra is this. So Trilochana, that Trilochana, what he replied, Muktim prarthayamanam mam punaraha Trilochana. When I asked for mukti to Trilochana, Lord Shiva replied, Mukti pradata sarvesham Vishnureva na samshayaha. Mukti pradata sarvesham Vishnureva na samshayaha. Among all the deities, among all the personalities, the only one person who can give mukti is Vishnureva. Eva means only, exclusively, absolutely, without any doubt. Only Vishnu can grant you liberation, nobody else. I cannot give you liberation. Mukti pradata sarvesham Vishnureva na samshayaha tasmad gatva cha badarim tatraradhya janardanam. Therefore immediately you go to Badri and worship Lord Badrinath, Narayana. Your entire life you hated him. Your entire life you hated his devotees. Your entire life you eaten his devotees, tortured his devotees, brutally murdered his devotees. And now I am telling you, go beg forgiveness and worship Lord Badrinath in Sri Badri Dham. Tasmad gatva cha badarim tatraradhya janardanam muktim prapnuhi govindan Narayanashrame. Govindan Narayanashrame. Badrinath is also called as Narayanashrama. Naranarayana rishis are doing tapasya there. So that go to that Narayanashrama and there you will get mukti, liberation. So because of this advice of Lord Shiva, I have given up, because of the blessings of Lord Shiva, my Vishnu Dvesha, Vaishnava Dvesha, my enmity, hatred towards Vishnu Vaishnavas have gone. I am purified. he blessed me and he forgave my offenses. And now, as per the direction of my Guru, that is Lord Shiva, I have come to Badrinath to take shelter of you, Govinda, Krishna. Tameva paramam matva Govindam Garudadhvajam. Vrishabhadvaja had asked me, go to Badri and worship Govinda. So I have come to this Narayana Ashrama to worship Garudadhvaja. From Vrishabhadvaja to Garudadhvaja. So this elevation he is getting. Tasmat prarthayamanaha yanmuktim deshamum gata anyacha shrunume karya yadi kaulu kautuhalam tava. So my dear Krishna, I humbly request, please forgive my offenses and give me that liberation, because I am fed up with this material existence. So immediately the Lord blesses him. So, but then he puts up condition. Okay, so far whatever you have done, all that you have to stop. No more meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication, chant every day Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So stop this cannibalism. He said, chhod diya, I've given up. So Krishna blesses him and gives him Sanmarga and blesses him, and he gives him eternal shelter in Badri. And he appoints him as the Kotwal, the guard of, the security guard of Badri Dham. And he said, all my devotees who are coming for my darshan will have your darshan also. And great Mahapurushas, Vaishnavas will bless you. And by their mercy, you will get that liberation. So you be here under my shelter. So this way, this Kailasa Yatra of Harivamsha, very nicely. Further again, Krishna goes to Kailasa, then something happens there. And Lord Shiva will glorify him, he'll pay obeisances and all that, and he'll come back. So, so from that incident, Lord Shiva himself says, Mukti Pradata Sarvesham Vishnureva na samshaya. So in this context, when the Bhagavatam says, Yuktah Paraha Purusha Eka Ihasya Dhatte Sityade Hari Virinchi Hariyati Samcha. One Parama Purusha is becoming Hari Virinchi and Hara. In this context, Jiva Goswami and Sripada Madhvacharya quotes Vamana Purana. What we have to understand from this is, the Shiva and Brahma mentioned in this verse is actually Vishnu and different from the popular Brahma and Shiva whom we worship. Now I'll chant the verse, then it will be clear for you. It is, Tatra cha Sri Vamana Purane, Srila Jiva Goswami quotes this shloka in Paramatma Sandarbha, and Srimad Madhvacharya quotes this shloka in his Tatparya Nirnaya to this particular verse in Bhagavata Tatparya Nirnaya. So Vamana Purana says, Brahma Vishnuisha Rupani Trini Vishnur Mahatmanah. Brahma Vishnu Isha Rupani Trini Vishnur Mahatmanah. Mahatma Vishnu, Paramatma Vishnu has got three forms. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Okay? Very clear? Next line says, Brahmani Brahmarupassa. Brahmani Brahmarupassa. Shivarupa Shive Sthitaha. Within Brahma, the Brahmarupi Vishnu is residing, and within Shiva, Shivarupi Vishnu resides. They say, Hamare andar, within our heart, Paramatma is there, Vasudeva is there. Like that, within Brahma, Brahmanamaka Vishnu, Brahmani Brahmarupassa. One form of Vishnu is called Brahma. In Vishnu Sahasranama, one name of Lord Vishnu is Brahma. Of course, it has got more than 100 meanings. Each name has got more than 100 meanings. Minimum 100 meanings are there, Lord's names. So one meaning is Chaturmukha Brahma's Paramatma. The Paramatma within the heart of Brahma is Brahmanamaka Vishnu. That Brahmanamaka Vishnu, Brahmarupi Vishnu, empowers Lord Brahma. Brahmani Brahmarupassa Shivarupa Shive Sthitaha. Within the heart of Shiva, Parvati Pati Shiva, Lakshmi Pati Shiva is seated. Shiva Rupe Shiva Sthitaha. Within Shiva, there is another Parama Shiva or Turiya Shiva or Sada Shiva seated, and that is Vishnu himself, who is a Paramatma within Shiva. Shiva Rupe Shiva Sthitaha. Prithak eva sthito devo Vishnu Rupi Janardanaha. Prithageva sthito devo. Prithag means different. So this one Supreme Lord took three forms. One Narayana, one Krishna, one Vishnu took three forms, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. And these three forms entered into Brahma and Shiva. And directly Vishnu is handling the maintenance. Now it is clear. So the Paramatma within Brahma's heart is called Brahma. But that Brahma is not Saraswati Pati Brahma, it is Lakshmi Pati Brahma. Clear? One form of Narayana is Brahma. He has got innumerable forms, unlimited forms. If you see different Upanishads, Taittiriya Upanishad, etc., you will see Gajanan Vishnu. Gajanan Vishnu with 19 heads. Vishwa Taitasa Prajna Turiya this Chaturrupas of the Lord is discussed in Upanishads. So the Vishwarupa and the Taijasa Rupa of Vishnu has got 19 heads and the central head is Gajanan, Gajavaktra. That's why Jagannath, in Jagannath Puri, sometimes adorns Gajavesha. And by worshipping the Gajanan Swarupa, Vishwatma form of Vishnu, who is Gajanan Swarupa, Lord Ganesha, our Ganesha, gets that form. This is all there in the Vedas. People does not know. Nobody knows. Recently in one lecture, Sampati Prabhu explained all these things, from Upanishads. So similarly, just like by worshipping Gajanana Vishnu, Vishwanamaka Vishnu, Vishwa and Taijasa, these two forms of, there are avastha chatushtayas of all living entities. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, Turiya. These are the four stages of consciousness. For governing these four stages of consciousness, Vishnu takes four forms: Vishwa, Taijasa, Prajna, Turiya. So the Vishwa form and the Taijasa form of the Lord has got 19 heads. 19 matlab 9 this side and center one. The 9 this side are human-like heads, like Krishna, Rama and all. But the central head is Gajavaktra. Very clearly Upanishad says this. Gajanan, elephant head, central one. So by worshipping, doing the upasana of Vishwanamaka Paramatma, Vishwanamaka Vishnu, who is Gajavaktra, Gajanana, the Adhidevata of Akasha Tattva, Ganesha, gets his form of Gajavaktra, Gajanana. In his manifested Leela in the material world as a son of Lord Shiva, Ganesha gets that form. Similarly, Shiva gets Shivatva because Shivanamaka Vishnu is residing within Shiva and giving him Shivatva. Brahma gets Brahmatva because Brahmanamaka Vishnu is residing within Brahma's heart and giving him Brahmatva. This is why Bhagavatam is saying, Eka Param Purushaha, that one Parama Purusha took three forms. Abhi confusion is over. If you have doubts, we have to discuss further, because Srila Jiva Goswami discusses this one verse in 2 anuchedas. 20 elaborate discussions are there only to explain this one shloka, because this is very technically very confusing shloka. Sab ek hai. No, sab ek nahi. There is something called Taratamya. Jiva Goswami very clearly uses the word Taratamya. Taratava bhava is there. Not all three are not equal. Trimurtis are never equal. Lord Narayana, Vishnu is Supreme Personality because he is Sattva-tanu. He is Vishnu Tattva. Prabhupada says that Lord Sri Krishna by his plenary parts. Who are the plenary parts of Sri Krishna? All are Vishnu Tattvas. We are separated parts, the Jiva Tattvas. So these two Tattvas are different. Jiva Tattva will never become Vishnu Tattva. Shiva Tattva will never become Vishnu Tattva. Shiva Tattva is eternally Shiva Tattva. Jiva Tattva is eternally Jiva Tattva. Shakti Tattva is eternally Shakti Tattva. Vishnu Tattva is eternally Vishnu Tattva. This Bheda is there, this Taratamya is there. Very nicely he elaborates there. So that is why Ato vai kavayo nityam bhaktim paramyavuda Vasudeve Bhagavati Kurvantyatma Prasadanim. Bhagavan Vasudeva is exclusively meditated, exclusively worshipped upon, because he is Sattva-tanu. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, I think 14.7 says, Sattvat Sanjayate Jnanam. You remember the verse, Prabhu? What try to remember. Sattva sanjayate jnanam. Rajo ragatmakam. Yes, Prabhu. Bataiye. Yes, you can chant. Exactly. Pramado, tamaso, ajnana. Okay. So from sattva guna comes jnana. Rajaso lobha evacha, na Prabhu. From rajo guna comes lobha. And from tamo guna comes pramada, ajnana. Pramada, ajnana and one more item. From tamo guna 3 items comes. Anyway. So sattva sanchayate jnanam. If you want jnana, truth, true knowledge of your own self and of the super self, supreme Lord, then you need jnana. And for jnana, you need sattva guna. And that sattva guna can come only from Lord Narayana. Sattvat sanjayate jnanam. That's why it is mentioned here. Sthityadaye harivirinchi haredi samjnaha shreyamsi tatra khalu sattvatanordrinam sihu. Shreyamsi tatra khalu sattvatanordrinam sihu. Sattvatanu is Vishnu. Brahma's body is made of Mahat Tattva, which is Rajoguna Pradhana. Lord Shiva's body is made of Ahankara Tattva, which is Tamoguna Pradhana. But Supreme Lord Narayana's Swarupa is Sachidananda Vigraha. It is beyond Sattva-Rajas Tamogunas. It is made of Vishuddha Sattva. Sattva Guna, it is untinged by Rajoguna and Tamoguna. Not material Sattva Guna. Material Sattva Guna is having a tinge of a touch of Rajoguna and Tamoguna. But the form of Vishnu Tattva is made of Shuddha Sattva or Sachidananda. So if you want liberation or freedom from Trigunas, you have to take shelter of that pure form of the Lord. Other personalities, Mahatattva personality Brahma, who is Rajoguna Pradhani, or Ahankara Tattva personality Lord Shiva, who is Tamoguna Pradhani, cannot give you liberation. Shiva himself is saying this, Mukti Pradatam Sarvesham Vishnurevana Samsaya. And Adi Shankaracharya confirms this in Bhagavad Gita commentary. Last time we discussed that. Mukti is possible only for Vaishnavas. He uses the term Vaishnavas. Adi Shankaracharya says this. Among the different kinds of upasakas, Shaktaya, Shaiva, Ganapatyas, Pitru upasakas, Pitrutevata, Devan, Deve, Joyanti, that sloka is there in Bhagavad Gita. Pitri yanti, Pitravrata, Bhutani yanti, Bhutejya, yanti madhyajinopi mam. In the commentary to that verse, Adi Shankaracharya says, only Vaishnavas are eligible for mukti, even if others, that means Shaivas, Shaktas, Mayavadis, Jnanis, Karma Yogi, Ashtanga Yogi, you take any, even if they put the same effort which a Vaishnava puts for liberation, they will not get liberation, only Vaishnavas will get liberation. This is statement of Adi Shankaracharya, who is Shiva himself. The same thing he is telling Ghantakarna here, ki if you want liberation, you have to take shelter of Krishna. And in the discussion, Srila Jiva Goswami says, even if you consider Brahma and Shiva as supreme deity and worship them and do their upasana bhakti, you will not get liberation. And even if you consider Narayana as Sattva-guna Devata, just he's in charge for Sattva-guna, that's all. There are 3 gunas, Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. Narayana is in charge of Sattva-guna. Even if in that kind of a consciousness you worship Narayana, you will progress towards liberation. Jiva Goswami says this. And he gives pramana for that. Because your upasana murti is very, very important. Energy comes from energetic. Liberation needs energy. What energy? The energy of bhakti. The energy of bhakti. Only by bhakti. Bhaktya tvaranya shakya ahamevam vidorjuna jnatum drashtum cha tatvena Prabhu praveshtum cha param tapa. Krishna very clearly says, only by bhakti you can know me. Bhaktya-tvaranyaya, ananya bhakti is required. No other, no jnana, no karma, no ashtanga yoga, dhyana, nang, nothing. Only by bhakti. Bhaktya-tvaranyaya shakya aham evam vido arjuna jnatum drashtum cha tatvena praveshtum cha param tapa. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavanyascha tatvataha tato mam tattvato jnatva visadotanantaram tatanantaram. Then Madhvacharya quotes from Puranas and he says, Mahatmya jnana purvastu sudhudha sarvato adhikaha snehaha bhaktiriti prokta satha muktirna chanyatha. If you want mukti, you have to come to the platform of bhakti, which is nothing but pure love, which is manifested from the Mahatmya jnana of Bhagavan. You have to first understand the Mahatmya, the glory of Krishna, the Vaibhava, the Aishwarya of Krishna, which Prabhupada is mercifully, elaborately showering to us in his books. Without that foundation, Mahatmya Jnana Purvastu, Sudridha, Sarvato Athikaha Snehaha, Bhaktiriti Prokta, Sacha Muktirna Chanyatha. Statement of Acharya Madhva, quoted from Vedavyasa's text. So that is a conclusive statement. We should not get confused just by the Mayavadi interpretation of this particular verse, because they do this. They give interpretation to the text without considering the context. Text has to be always interpreted based on context. Otherwise, we'll land up in this kind of confusion. So it's very clearly, Suta Goswami establishes here that Sattvatanus, Lord Narayana, Krishna, Vishnu, Vishnu Tattva exclusively has to be worshipped, performed bhakti unto, if you want liberation, because Param Shreya Shreyamsi Tatra Khalu Sattvatanor Dranamsihu. If humanity needs liberation, Shreyas, then only Sattvatanu, Narayana, Krishna, Vishnu Tattva can give that liberation. This is not exclusivism, this is definitism. Sanatana Dharma is not exclusive, it is all inclusive, but at the same time, it is very definitive. It is very definitive. Definitiveness and exclusivism, these are two different things. When I say so and so person is my father, he only is my father, it is not exclusivism, it is definitism. Oh, you are saying only he is your father, everybody should be your father. Possible hai kya? Manenge kya? Mother will take a gun and shoot him. Shoot me. Everybody cannot be father. Father is one. Ekamaeva advitiyam brahma. Brhatvat brahmamuchyate. That one Supreme Lord only can be father. Aham bija pratapita. Tesham brahma mahadyo nidaham bija pratapita. Pitahamasya jagatha mata dhata pitavaha vedyam pavitram onkara riksame jurevacha. So that one Supreme Lord. So this is not exclusivism or narrow-mindedism. This is all-inclusive definitism. All-inclusive definitism. English, it's difficult to get the exact words. Somehow Prabhupada is giving us. So we are getting, otherwise it's very, Prabhupada has made it so easy for us. If you read the original Sanskrit and see so many other people, even Vaishnavas, they will not get this. Because only an empowered Acharya sent by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can reveal this. In such a lucid language Prabhupada is explaining. Without his help, if we go directly, we will never understand anything. Even if you are a Sanskrit scholar, you will land up with wrong conclusions. Because the right words he can give. Pure devotee can give the right words to explain the tattva. So that is the conclusion here. So, but the message for us is, we have to come to Sattva Guna. Yes, we have at least theoretically understood that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, but then the significance of Sattvic life, Sattvic living, that means Sattvic food, Sattvic activities, Sattvic living environment, Sattvic words, Sattvic chintan, Sattvic relationships, Sattvic friendship, all these things matters. So everywhere we have to see how I can cultivate Sattva Guna and reduce Rajoguna and Tamoguna influence everywhere, moment after moment. That is the message is coming from here. So with this we'll conclude here. Srila Prabhupada ki, Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Shri Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra Bhagavan ki, Jatai Gaur Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.